So if you're a clothing brand, a photo shoot just makes absolute zero sense because this workflow is going to change everything that you think of when it comes to using AI for your photo shoots. Okay, so in this, we've got, I went down this rabbit hole of just looking at pictures on Cosmos, and then the next thing I know, I'm looking at Selena Gomez pictures a little too much. And so I picked this vibe, which is kind of old school, as you can see, kind of like a magazine style. And so we're going to see what happens. So essentially, we've got a mood board here, and we're giving it the vibe for a photo shoot. This is very old school. And we're basically telling the agent to extract the poses, the feel, the photography, the colors, the lighting. And so as you can see, it has just like all I need to do is just like one line essence. That's all I need to read, which is Y2K pop. And and that just describes it all for me. And so that I know that it's doing its job because of this one line essence. And so that's perfect. The next thing we need to do is basically I needed to grab a dress, which is the first dress that popped up was Princess Polly. I don't know what that brand is, but I took some screenshots in there and then obviously combined it with the mood board and gave this link of this dress to Claude so it can write a brand context and a creative brief. Now, when it comes to creative brief, it writes the shots that we're looking for, but we don't really want those shots. So I'm like, I'll give it the shots that it said, but I also told the agent that we have created here to just be flexible, just to be creative. And so we plug that in here, and then we also plug in the brand context, and then the next thing it does is it creates the brand intel. You don't have to read the prompt, so you could just have the workflow. It's no problem. And then, so this is our brand intel. It knows our target audience. It knows our model. It knows what the vibe is that we're going for. And then we basically have our flat lays. This could be the dress actually worn by a mannequin. And then we have our model here. This is our obviously custom generated model that we had, and it's pretty freaking good. And so we feed that to our creative um, director. And so in the past workflows, you might have seen that we have three creative directors. Actually, let me just jump into this one. Three parts of creative direction, which is the first one is the creative director, the brain itself. The second one is the prompt engineer, which basically takes the concepts that it created, writes the prompts for the image models that we're using, and then the quality gate, which basically looks at the visual DNA again. With visual DNA, by that I mean the mood board and the vibe that we extracted from the mood board to make sure that it's following the instructions and the art direction that we gave it. But this one is just combined all of them just to kind of shorten the time it takes to create a campaign. And so we have that run already. I'm just going to run all these nodes and see what happens. I'm using Nano Banana 2 Lite, which helps with speed. So like the concepts should be popping up really soon, which is the nice thing about it. I don't recommend using it for production work because it's it's just not as good. Because like as you can see, I always like to make sure that I use a really good model for character sheet, and even for this one I didn't because again, speed is what I'm kind of optimizing for. But as you can see, we already have 10 concepts, and they're pretty spot on when it comes to the mood board that we gave it, and also the character consistency and the product consistency. The product is no doubt a very simple product, and I'm very impressed. This is this is freaking awesome. Like this is dope. This is very cool. Like this is ready to go on your website, on your ecom shot. Now I'm not sure what happened with this prompt. I wonder what the prompt is because it's clearly giving us the safety guideline. So let's not tinker too much with that. But then we've got some of the like more creative shots here. This is pink, which is again very cool. So what we've done here is that we've also told the this agent to actually extract the poses from the art direction that we gave it, and not just the the picture, the colors, and the vibe. We've given it that, hey, you need to be learning from the poses as well, so that we can be creative with the poses. It should say it here. As you can see, I want you to also analyze the poses and build those into the visual DNA so that we can make a photo shoot with that vibe. And so this basically just really just eradicates the need for a photo shoot. Like, this is freaking incredible. Like, look at the facial expressions. Look at, and it's kind of skewed a little bit, but that's why we use better models for production work. But again, this is fucking incredible. Look at this. It doesn't get any better than that, does it? So yeah, this is pretty good. I'm still curious about why it's not generating that one. Oh, actually, it's going. So if you want to know, stick around because it. Oh, there it is. It makes sense why it didn't generate. Like, it kind of hit its safety guidelines. But yeah, that's. I'm telling you, no more photo shoots, no more photographers and camera sets, because like the goal is to get images, and this gets you images, and you can do that in 4K with ChatGPT 2 image model. And I mean, why spend 10,000 when you can just literally press a button and get it? You know.